Hello. Welcome back to Xonotic Duel commentary. I've got two games coming up for you. Kyle versus Xord on a new version of Aerowalk. So we'll talk about it as we go through the map because it'll be difficult to talk about it without pointing things out. There's been some discussion on map balance and Tommy took it upon himself to try and fix the venerable Aerowalk. Starting off with, we're going to be on Kyle's POV. But he started off with Aerowalk B2 as that's the most played. Trying to first block off the spawn frag, so you'll see the walls extend on both sides with those classic spawn frag spots. And then this top section has been pushed back into two rooms, one outside, one inside. Yeah, because the biggest problem that people say about this map is spawn frags in every version of it. It's a shame, these server-sided demos, and annoyingly it doesn't have the item timings. But that's pretty standard, I've been doing this for long enough, should be able to figure it out. So yeah, there's some parts of this map, you might, if you know the map very well, you'll know it. If you don't know the map very well, just look out for like textures that don't look quite right. So that's new, that wall. Yep, that's a new wall, and that room that Kyle just went past is new. So I'm not sure which order these two games were played in. They did not come with timestamps. I did get sent both POVs, Kyle and Xord, for both matches, but I decided to just go with one Kyle and one Xord. And we'll be starting off with Kyle's POV one. Multi-video demos. Unfortunately not a thing in Xonotic. Maybe one day. Nicely done. Unfortunately, the changes don't make it easier to play around the middle. It's always going to be a problem. But the middle has been closed up a little bit. You kind of can't. I tried a thing where I closed off middle quite a bit, and the problem with that is it makes the map not Aerowalk anymore if you don't have a large centre. This is Tommy's patched version of Aerowalk, Wolfie. Trying to fix the spawn frag issue and potentially make it slightly better. Because spawn frags were the only thing that anyone could like directly point to as a problem on the map. Very nicely done from Xord here. So yeah, a little bit pushed back there for the rocket launcher, a couple of walls added to stop the spawn frags. Those are your main sections. Nice damage with the electro. Kyle, a player who... Ooh, so you can still push that that spawn, but it's not a guaranteed free spawn frag, and you'll never be able to do it more than once. Yeah, changing the LG and Electro could be a thing. I think it's... yeah, because the LG's up there in every other version. So that's a potential change. I think there was also talk about changing one or two of the spawns, but it might have been done on this map already compared to... like the Hubsters remix version of this. The CPM 22 version, of course. 7-6. It's a tight game. Kyle's falling low. He's managing to drop these dodge these grenades pretty well. Waiting for the health to refill. That Mega's got to be up soon, but he's trying to time it and he isn't able to. But a beautiful shot coming through. That's an absolutely fantastic shot right there. And he's might be able to find a conversion frag here, but Xord getting away, so that's not too bad. Ignore the Zed fighting. Ooh, beautiful there from Xord. Kyle is not able to get enough health right now. No, Xord's low, wants to push in, but the game gets tied up at 5 minutes. We are back to square one just about. Xord with a little bit better control than Kyle right now. And should be able to make it count. They trade out the major items. Kyle wants that rocket launcher. That's one of the changes, to take the rocket launcher without being able to be seen. It just means that someone can't be stood at the bottom spamming you out when you're just trying to get across and pick up a weapon. I have to say, I think these changes are quite good from a spectating point. Definitely seems to be okay, but hey, maybe just telling players that they're not allowed to spawn frag works in a placebo effect kind of way. Yeah, we blocked all the spawn fragging points. We'll have to see as this progresses. We might have to do an evening of games on it or something. 6 health here for Kyle. Doesn't want to get fragged, but Xord's going to find him through the window. Xord will now be trying to get away, escape as fast as possible because he can't have much health left. And Kyle's coming in. Xord with a beautifully placed rocket. And finishing off with the Vortex. Vortex still strong, of course, because of the open middle. Nothing going to change that. But it rewards having the high ground, I guess. Vortex probably a lot less strong on the lower rank, except for straight through from grenade launcher. Grenade launcher over to lower rocket. Nice movement. Kyle has some beautiful movement. Very good defrag player as well. Xord just dancing around the bottom of the map, picking up Mega. Manages to avoid Kyle's shots here. Kyle getting super low and doesn't really have anything to stack back up on. Xord's been doing little bits of damage throughout the whole game. You know, every time Kyle tries to get in, Xord's done some damage and then Kyle will be picking up some small item. But by the time Kyle actually takes a lot of damage, quite a lot of the backup health has been taken. Kyle gets a very nice rocket set in there. Shoots over. Oh, that's a really good show of how that little change has made the map more impressive, because you can actually move around and dance. Beautiful play through the teleporter though from Kyle. And Xord goes down to their own grenade launcher. Telefrag through from Xord. Not sure if he intended to do that or was trying to get away, but Kyle tried to get away at the same time. Very quickly evened up. A map with so many teleporters, you're never going to get away from telefrags. Oh, nice shot there from Xord, holding down the high ground. I've got to think this is probably the first game that they played, or one of the first, because since the 5-minute mark I haven't seen either of them trying to run into the walls. Whereas that was happening quite often, and even a couple of flicks to naturally try and take a spawn frag. 1 frag difference here though, 1 minute to go. Kyle in the lead finally slows down. He's not one to do that normally, but he will do right now. He's managed to stack up very nicely to go into this last bit. The best defense is an offense. Seems to be how Kyle's going to play it here. Playing aggressive, trying to deal damage, trying to not take damage. He knows he's the one who can back out of a fight, whereas Xord can't back out of a fight. Going down there to take the arc, honestly, I think primarily for ammo, for the vortex, and for the electro, and it pays off. Kyle's able to get a frag, make it 2 frag difference with 5 seconds to go, and that was a very good game. Thank you, Tommy, for sending over the demo. Thank you to Kyle and Xord for playing the map. And thank you, Tommy, for making the edits to the map. Let us know what you think these maps are on some servers. By the time you're watching this, if you're watching this in a couple of years' time, we could have made all these changes and we could have a more fantastic set of maps. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.